Good afternoon all, David here, and you're getting another little vlog. It hasn't been the best week for my videos, and I kind of wanted to discuss what happened, why I think my content wasn't so good this week. So let's start with dicking around in FTL. Now, low production values are going to be a running thing in my videos, it's just because here in New Zealand good equipment is prohibitively expensive. I'm also not too surprised if I've had problems with research, although I do try my hardest to avoid that. Now, what I wasn't expecting, what I wasn't really prepared for, was an entertainment video that just completely missed the mark. And if I'm being honest with myself, FTL was not a funny video. If I were doing this professionally, that would be the kind of thing I'd just scrap and do something else. Now, I think what happened is that my style of humor is very reactionary, and FTL, while it's a brilliant game, there isn't visually very much going on. I need games where there's a lot of action on screen for me to bounce off of, and I'll try and keep that in mind for future videos, because that just, like I say, it wasn't an entertaining video. At least I don't think so. And then on Wednesday we had You Should Play Conquest Frontier Wars, and on one hand that was also a badly produced video, but on the other it's also one of the videos I'm most happy with. I said I'd give you a bit of a history lesson on my relationship with Conquest. Essentially, it was my first proper PC game. I got it way back in 2001, and I loved it to bits. But then I didn't play it for years and years and years, and last year when I went back to PC gaming, after so many years on console, basically my entire high school life was devoted to my Xbox 360, and when I came back to PC after all that time, I decided I wanted to play my little space-based RTS, and it wasn't compatible with Windows 7, and my heart was broken. And I tried so many things. Because I'd already purchased it, I even tried pirating it to see if that could get it to work. Nothing happened. And so finally, early on Wednesday morning, and I mean a few minutes after midnight, I get a tweet from GOG saying that Conquest is on sale. And if you're not familiar with GOG, goodoldgames.com, or it is just GOG.com, what they do is they take older games and they make them usable on new systems. And so I snapped that up so fast. And I actually had an entire other You Should Play video filmed and edited and ready to go, and you'll get that next week. But I was so excited about Conquest that I just wanted to make a video right then, and due to time, due to me still wanting to keep to my schedule, that involved live commentary while I was still half asleep immediately after I woke up. That was a bad idea. It shows in that video I don't talk as much as I really should. I fumble my words and my ideas. I basically let the guy doing the tutorial explain most of the gameplay features. And I'll revisit that game at some point to give it the treatment it deserves, because it is living up to my expectations. This is not a case of rose-tinted glasses. But like I say, I am very pleased with that video on a conceptual level, because it is very close to what I really want You Should Play to be. Because, let's be honest, you've all heard of Bastion, you've all heard of the game that I had filmed and will now be next week. I sort of view those as practice runs, but Conquest, unless you happen to spot it on the GOG sale, you probably have never heard of Conquest. A lot of people haven't. It wasn't a big RTS. And that's what I kind of want the series to evolve into, introducing people to games, finding stuff that isn't very well known, that isn't very big, and trying to make it a bit bigger. I made a joke in the video comparing it to Total Biscuit's WTF Is, and while that was a joke, that show is also one of my favourite shows on YouTube and the very obvious inspiration for You Should Play. And that is really what I love doing, is finding these obscure games and sharing them. Half of my real life conversations with my friends are telling them about these crazy games I've found, and that's what I came into YouTube wanting to do to a certain extent. But in future I'll do it with some actual forward planning. And yeah, that's what happened this week. Here's hoping next week is a little bit better. I won't have to film a You Should Play, unless I really feel like it. Which is good, because I'll be quite busy in real life next week. As always, a massive thank you for watching. If you have any comments, any suggestions, or anything you want to say to me at all, even if you just want to shout at me, please feel free to leave it in the comments, and good night.